tell y'all about this drama going on TikTok. So I made a post, which was 10 seconds of my last video that I posted on here. And TikTok, being as messy as they are, sent it to the people I was talking to, which is black men who are the type of men who don't protect black women, who don't stand by black women, and don't believe black women. They always find some reason to blame us for something. They always siding with and defending the abuser, the perpetrator, the man who is in the wrong. They like to stick together, like I said. And they come in like a full army. Because those type of men, they could always be next. I'm going to just let the comments go. This entire video, these comments is just going to be flooding. Y'all going to have to read the comments with me. I'm not reading them from here, but y'all going to have to see these comments just like I saw these comments too. So I screenshotted a whole bunch of the comments. And it's just sitting here, right here on the screen. Y'all, take a look. Just go ahead and take a look. But yeah, that's crazy, yo. That's absolutely crazy. Like, do you see that? Or am I tripping? Like, let me explain. Okay, so I'm gonna put the video up. Let's roll the clip back. Y'all need to believe black women. Y'all need to protect black women. Y'all need to stand by black women, because the first motherfuckers y'all expect to stand by you is black women. Okay, so you see that? Y'all see that? They just seen that little bit. Just that little bit. And the hit dog will holler. So they felt some type of way. My thing is, I really don't give a fuck, because the motherfuckers I wasn't talking to, the good black men, they don't feel no type of way about that, because they know. They already know. Well, yeah, so I really don't care. It's, I don't care. It's the part that I do. I don't care about them getting upset. And I don't care about, because the truth is the truth. It is what it is. I said what it is. Right? It's sad seeing all of them like that. But I will say all that to say, oh, there go my baby.
My nails.
That's not for your nails, baby. Okay, well, I'm about to go make her some noodles. So I made her some noodles. She's in her high chair right now, right there. Now that she's up, I might not be able to finish my face, but I'm still gonna continue my makeup. Also, I looked at the video just a second ago, and have y'all noticed something different with my hair? It faded a lot. There's no red, there's no brown anymore. And what sucks is, like, even the blonde is not even it's irritating that the blonde is not blonde anymore, because how is everything else fading but this one has got color? That don't make no fucking sense. But anyway, it's fine. We're gonna redo it. But it ain't even been that long. It's only been like 2 weeks. If I knew it was only gonna be 2 weeks, do you think I would have dyed my hair? Like, my hair ain't even, the new growth is not even there yet, for real. Just a little bit. It's not even let me see. I can't even say. It's like millimeters. It's not even a centimeter. Like, not even half a centimeter of new growth. And the shit just bleeded out. What did I do wrong? Y'all see all the products out? Okay. We're not. Let me fix these real quick. All I gotta say is, bottom line, despite anything any of these people say, any of those men say, I still know that not all men are the same. They still haven't learned that not all women are the same. And they're on the opposite spectrum when it comes to how women look at things and how men look at things. Those type of men are. Other men, like that Deontay Kyle guy, I seen three. I seen a few. It wasn't even three. It was more than that. I seen a few men who are on TikTok who have been speaking out and holding men accountable. So I really want to just leave that there to them, because they're going to listen to a man before they listen to a woman any moment of the day. So I'm going to just let them keep that there. That's their business. But the only reason why I did speak on it was, if you watch the video, it had something to do with the situation where it was affecting Black women. And now we're in a time where it's a lot of different situations going on, not only in media, but in life in general, where women are being victimized, but also being attacked. Not attacked, but they're blaming the victim in their situation. Like, not only are they blaming the victim, they're also not believing what they're saying. Like, I'm coming out about my trauma, you're telling me I'm lying. And then you say that you're not defending the person that you know who is, doing these things, but not believing me is defending them. Because he's also saying that I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. The whole point is, we are in a time where it's like we're being attacked again, and I don't want it to cloud what Black women have going on, like, nowadays. Like, we are risen above, we have rose above that type of energy. Let's move on, and let's not backtrack and forget what we're doing. Okay? We are in our soft girl era. We are living better, making more money, getting into our bag, tapping into our feminine side, tapping into our mental health, tapping into our self-love and self-care and self-awareness and self-improvement. Okay? That's where our focus needs to be. But we also need to acknowledge our trauma and acknowledge the reality when it matters. Okay, we addressed the issue. Just like in that video, I addressed the issue. But I will not be talking about that shit back and forth over and over again. I'm not going to argue with nobody. But what I will do is I'm going to get my engagement out of it. Got me fucked up. Okay? And I like to argue. But it's not good for my health. So I know when to argue and when not to argue. What I'm not finna do is argue a week later from now. With them people. Y'all can get the fuck on. I mean, even now, right now, I feel like y'all really can get the fuck on. It's been 2 days. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not today. That's not the vibe for today, I guess. What was I talking about? Okay. Well, all I'm trying to say is they proved my point in the comments. The way y'all acted was an ass. Y'all showed y'all whole ass. But y'all proved what I meant. What I was saying. Anyway. But women, do not let that scare you from the actual good men there is. Just like the men who were in those comments, I want y'all to know that you should seek therapy, because a lot of y'all were speaking about, like, off of your experiences, just like women like to do. Even though a lot of those men experiences came from women who were treated a certain way by those men. But we're not going to say that, because apparently we're wrong for saying that. So, since we're not going to acknowledge retaliation, I'm going to say that there are men and women who are feeding into this so-called war y'all say is, upon us. But those men need to go to therapy, and then they can see the issue and be held accountable for their actions. And then they will be able to have a healthy view on women that they like, right? They will know what their type is for real, right? And then they will be able to find women and attract women who reflect that. Why are you a shitty person and you expect to get a perfect black woman? Like, what? You're going to attract women like you. You're going to attract black women who prey on that type of energy that you got. You're going to attract black women who are settling for you. Right? But let's, I'm just letting you know, especially for men, for the men, there is someone out there for you. Right? For the women, there is a good man out there for you. And that's just for, the heterosexuals. All my, plus LGBTQ plus people, y'all have a whole nother problem to deal with. Individually, y'all have your own issues. So I can't go down that road, so I'm just going to be real vague with it. And just talk about black people as a community and, the majority of us. Okay? Okay. There's somebody out there for you. Date people you want to date. Instead of sitting up on the internet and talking shit about the women and men you don't want to date. I feel like that's real, what's the word? It defeats the purpose. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like counterproductive. It's really counterproductive. So why are you looking for something, but you're constantly speaking up this specific energy and talking about this specific people? Do you feel like it's needed to be said? Like, there's no point for you talking shit about a group of people nonstop and expect to find the person you want. And mind you, you can like a certain type of woman, right? But if you can like a certain type of woman, but if you're talking about all women, right? If you're talking about all women, or, all black women, say they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that, how do you think you're going to attract the black woman you actually would date? That you actually would like? You think that the right black woman will be okay with that? And then you expect her to be? So now you're going to find a black woman you're not actually looking for, because you need a black woman who is okay with you talking about other black women. And guess what? You're going to end up going for a full fucking ride. Yeah. Because she's a self-hating bitch. And a self-hating bitch, she don't give a fuck about you. But, hey, that's what y'all want? You got it. That's what you want, you got it. But I'm gonna close this out with talking to my black women, my black ladies. I want this channel to be a safe space for us, honestly. I really don't want anybody I only want girls here, I want women who are, on their spiritual journey. I want women who are on their self-improvement, self-love, self-knowledge, awareness, self care journey. You know, women who are mothers, women, black women at that. You know, I want it to be a safe space for us where we can just thrive and be unfiltered, you know, and honest, non-judgmental. I want us to, you know, be here and just, you know, let that shit all out and, you know, have tough discussions, have real discussions, have conversations about things, you know, amongst ourselves. Like I want to do a video about girl code. Like I think that's gonna be the next video. I want us to be on some, you know, some shit. Let's make some progress together as a community, and we can become stronger here. So that's what I'm on. I hope that's what you on. And, you know, just stay for a while and see if you like it or not. Because if you don't like it, you can just, you know, you don't have to stay. Because I don't want you to stay if this is not your vibe. I want people to stay who, you know, this is their vibe. And, yeah, so.
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with do not.
Yeah.
And you are accountable for that as well. Because I don't got time to figure out which white people are nice, which white people aren't racist, or da-da-da-da-da. I have to go on the actions of the group.
Right.
The group as a whole and the history of that group as a whole tells me that they are a danger to me and they are not to be trusted.
Right.
And if you can understand that as a black man and your stance towards white people, then you should absolutely be able to understand women's stance towards you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a war on you waged by women. Actually, the war get a little thicker when we start talking about it from the perspective of a woman and the greater society of racism and white supremacy being waged against black people, and then the patriarchal society being waged against women. So they have to deal with two elements. One of those elements we don't have to think about, and honestly, we're perpetuated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's perpetuated against us young to look at women as objects.
Right.
You know, to look at women only through the lens of a sexual desire and not as the human being that they are. And when you understand how to deal with women on a human level, you understand how much women will enrich your life.
Mm. Amen. Amen.
You want to turn it up a notch?
Yeah.
Get you a good woman and get your good black woman in your corner.
Amen.
Hey, man, you want to see your life turn up?
Hey.
And see, this is the thing, though. It's a privilege, bro. It's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? We often disregard the power of our black women, the spiritual essence that they're gonna bring to things, the knowing, the seeing. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, imagine it. They have to be hyper vigilant because they have to be constantly scanning the room, making sure that they're in a safe situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When we think about these kids who were clearly in Louisiana having the time of their fucking life because they graduated, and we think about white people's reaction to Black joy.
Oh yeah, that's
it's not about civility. It's not about decorum. They don't like to see us happy.
That's what it is.
Now, how often are women just having a good time, and here come a nigga trying to ruin their fun?
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. You can call it pandering, but if I was up here caping for white women, you wouldn't even mention that word. If I was up here caping for Hispanic women, you wouldn't even call it pandering. Only when we take pride and show love to black women do you call it pandering. Get your motherfucking mind right. Use your cabeza.
When we talk about streaming university, y'all come on here and speak y'all piece, right? All of the yappers give their opinion, right? When we talk about racism or racist situation or police brutality, y'all come on here and speak y'all piece, right? When something happens, when we talk about 50-50, all the yappers come on here, the content creators come on here and speak their piece about 50-50. When we talk about black men going to college, y'all come on here and y'all have think pieces and y'all speaking y'all piece. When we talk about NBA, when we talk about Angel Reese, when we talk about Caitlin Clark, everybody has an opinion. But when I have an opinion on abusers, now I'm pandering. When the topic of the week is Cassie, Diddy, Holly, DDG, and I speak up, now I'm pandering. When I tell y'all that y'all some losers, for the first thing y'all do is come on this app and defend the abusers instead of actually speaking out. That's exactly what Deontay Caly was talking about. Y'all are not holding these men accountable. Not even just the men, the women too. You know how many women unfollowed me after I spoke up and said I do not support Chris Brown? There's no repercussions or consequences for the actions of their men, so they will continue to do whatever the fuck they want. Do y'all not understand that? Chris Brown can actually put a whole mountain, a kilo of snow right up his nose and beat the dog shit out of a woman. And y'all will see the pictures. Y'all can watch a video of DDG or y'all can watch a video of Diddy dragging that woman down the hallway. And you will still have some women or some men on this app saying, they just trying to take the black, it's an attack on black men in this country. And this is the last time I'm talking about this, because why y'all unfollowing me for speaking out against abusers? It's weird, and it's not even men, it's women unfollowing me for speaking out against abusers. It's weird. And y'all talking about something I shouldn't have to hold accountability for other men. But every time we see somebody that's white, we have to make sure what side they on. Every time we talk to a white person, I follow white people on this app, and the only white people I follow on this app is the ones that call out other white people. When you don't really learn and unlearn how you grew up, then you're supporting the problem. And that's why accountability is so hard for y'all. It's just so hard for y'all to just say, hey, we need to start holding these dudes accountable. Why are we still putting money in these dudes' pockets? Chris Brown can literally do whatever he wants, and y'all will sell out his show every single time. Chris Brown show, his whole world tour is sold out. And then y'all say, like, I can't believe our moms and aunties was turning a blind eye to R. Kelly for all of those years. That's accountability. Y'all are making these people famous. Y'all are giving them platforms. Y'all are making them rich. As long as that light-skinned boy with the blonde hair get up there and dance, dance, dance and sing his heart out, then he's still going to make music. He's going to make money. He's still going to get women, no matter what he do. Because y'all don't hold nobody accountable. DDG can drag, a video can drop. He dragging that lady down the street. If a video drops, y'all will still watch him. He's still on streaming university. What is going on? He got a weird case. Why is he around? Kendrick had allegations of beating his wife. He got a weird case, but y'all hopped on board to go against the mixed kid. He got Dr. Dre dancing around the Super Bowl after he was known to beat the mess out of his wife over and over. There's no repercussions, there's no consequences to black men that are abusers in this country. White men too, but I don't care about black men. But when we speak up against it, then we pander. I don't even want to talk about this no more. I'm having a good weekend, y'all. I'm having a great weekend. But I just don't understand this. I don't understand.
Calling Deontay Caly a panderer is intellectually dishonest. And missing the forest for the trees is something real easy to do when you do not want to see the forest. Think about it like this, man. Boys always talk about no snitching. No snitching. Well, you willing to be held accountable legally for the actions of another man. But this man right here said from the ethic and moral space of his heart and said, hey, men, we're accountable for the other actions of men. And y'all jumping through the roof right now? Man. Calling Deontay Caly a panderer is intellectually dishonest. Then a message that was curated for men, that was made in the vernacular in a situation for us men to understand and it's still being seen as pandering. In which part of the message do we feel like he was trying to get women's attention? He was specifically talking to us. Y'all remember when Muhammad Ali said this?
10,000 rattlesnakes coming to bite me. And in those 10,000, there was 1,000 that didn't mean no harm. And I knew there was a good 1,000 snakes out there, but they all look alike. Now, what should I do? Should I keep the door open and let the 10,000 in, hoping that the 1,000 will unite and save me and one bite will kill me? Or should I just be safe and shut the door? So we have white people say, I mean right. I have a black husband. Oh, my children are black. I love everybody. I really believe you. But I'm sorry, man, there's 10 more thousand behind you that don't feel that way. I'm just sorry, but what am I gonna do?
Arguing that you're a good snake and you're not like the rest of them, while at the same time you fall in line with the pattern of domination and power anytime we start talking about violence to women, whether we're talking about Meg Thee Stallion, whether we're talking about Cassie, whether we're talking about any of the nameless victims that R. Kelly was talking about, or whether we're talking about the endless victims that Bill Cosby was doing. There's always a way to fall in line with the patterns that's propped up by power and domination. A lot of us can say I mean right. I got a mama, I got a sister, I got a daughter, I got a grandma. And that means much when it comes to how we are preferenced, privileged, and popped up by all these systems of domination that leads to the violence to women. You see what I'm saying? Whether we like it or not, when our homeboy even talking about the cat calling or doing whatever they're doing and we don't do nothing, yeah, we did that. Just like if a white person is standing next to a body that's lynching, they are just as guilty as the person that put the body up there. That's just being in proximity. You see what I'm saying?
Family's life now that there's some whites that mean right and sorry that they're from this race. But there's so few until it don't really matter, until I can't forget all the lynching, all the depriving, all the murder, everything that's happened because they're two that mean right.
Right. Okay, so maybe you don't subscribe to the politics of snitching, but let's go to this Muhammad Ali metaphor he just laid down. He was making the analysis about power and domination and how patterns are mobilized by said power and domination when it comes to belief and practices. We understand that, right?
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with do not.
Yeah.
And you are accountable for that as well. Because I don't got time to figure out which white people are nice, which white people aren't racist, or da-da-da-da-da. I have to go on the actions of the group.
Right.
The group as a whole and the history of that group as a whole tells me that they are a danger to me and they are not to be trusted.
Right.
And if you can understand that as a black man and your stance towards white people, then you should absolutely be able to understand women's stance towards you.
The last thing, man, when it comes to the idea of gender wars, and we recognize that our casualties ain't coming from women, but it's an institution that's made by men, that's propped up by men, that's leading to all of us having depression, leading to us having the highest, you feel me, rates of unaliving ourselves, then we start recognizing who has manufactured this idea of a gender war and who really stands to gain.